Okay. And we're back. Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are in the middle of a wonderful discussion about shadow work. And we were talking about attachment styles.
Yes.
If you came over here from our Facebook page, if not, head over there, check out the first half, and then come back all caught up.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we are going to talk about so why it's important to do the shadow work. Is to help you understand what you
deeply care about.
What you deeply care about. Ooh, that's a good one, because like for me in particular, as now, you know, like I'm older adult, I haven't been on my own. Like I've always had a partner since I was out of high school, and you even before you were out of high school. And so for me, this is like new to me to be by myself. And the thing is, like, I am loving it because I really am able to learn about who I am and what I'm capable of, and all of those things that were, you know, inadvertently. I'm not going to say that they were purposely poo-pooed on or whatever, but I had lack of encouragement or lack of like enthusiasm from other people. And so I'm just thinking, okay, well, they're not telling me I'm wrong, so I guess I'm just going to keep going. But like now I'm getting to the point where I don't need that. Like I'm going to become the person I am. And I can't.
Just go from there.
I lost it.
But no, could you please tell us, it's been a minute for me, what it was like going from alone to now you are single and alone. Is it that big scary transition that we all think it is when we're facing singledom?
Yes and no. I mean, but part of it was because when I became single, I was in such a dark place. Like, they were telling me, honey, we're going to do shadow work whether you like it or not. And they pretty much threw me into it. I mean, I had choices, but the alternative choice would have taken me out completely. Not because it was this, you know, the situation, or wasn't, you know, like I wasn't getting beat up or anything like that, but my body was telling me, if you don't do something now, you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
And so you take that, you choose you. I am going to make it. I have way too much life left in me. And it's like, at that point, I just felt like there was nothing left. Like, I didn't have any hope. And so, of course, that's scary as hell. But once you take that first step, and that's what I tell everybody, is if you're going to start somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's just one thing a day that you do for yourself. Brush your freaking teeth. Take your shower. Do something for yourself and start there. And then, of course, the work is coming, and you have to do the work, because you don't get where we're at today without doing the work.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm reintroducing myself into society, so to speak. That is freaking, I'm terrified. Because whenever I've been out in society, I've gotten negative. I've gotten, you know, you think you're better than other people, or you think you know more than other people. When I can be my genuine self, I'm sunshine. And I spread sunshine. Sometimes those people you're with are just not about you spreading sunshine, because if you ain't giving me that sunshine, I don't want anybody else to have it.
Right.
Well, if you weren't such, then I wouldn't have to be that. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I can go out now and I can be myself. And I can love who I am and see it on people's faces. That, you know, you smile at someone and you're like, you get that giant smile back. I don't want to be like, I don't want to stamp that down anymore.
Right.
And so I learned confidence. I learned how to be myself and be okay with myself. And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have anybody going, are you going to wear that when you go out? Not that they ever said that, but those are examples of,
Right.
ooh, you're really going to do your hair that way? Yeah, you know why? Because I like it. And it's a messy bun, and I don't give a fly
Right.
rat's ass. If you don't like my messy bun, don't be looking at it. But it's having that confidence to go out in that, with that demeanor and with that ability. So, yeah, is it tough at first? Hell yeah, I was terrified. The number of hours that I cried, and I'm like, God, how am I ever going to get out of this? What do I do next?
Right.
And here I am on the other side of it. I sent somebody a text this morning. I said, I love my life. Like, how much better could it get?
Yeah. What does keep getting weird, because I've been single 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
And I'm, not just now, for a few months, about a year now, with my clothes and my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'm a big girl. And so I always try to be smaller and visible and don't draw attention to yourself and all of that.
Yeah.
But I like colors.
Yes.
And I like doing stuff with my hair. Well, you can't tell it today. It's Texas and it's hot, so we're all sweated off.
Love
But I wear my faux hawk and my loud colors and my crazy
Yes.
patterns. And
you do it wonderfully. You are gorgeous. And
Thank you.
wear it so...
But there's no, instead of it making me self-conscious and like, ooh, who's looking at me? What are they thinking? Oh my God, I'm too much.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I feel good. It kind of makes you feel powerful in a way.
Yeah.
Because I've got the courage to stand out
Yeah.
now.
And not be invisible.
Yeah.
Because that was a really big thing. I
Well, and not
tried
be in
so
danger.
hard.
Because invisibility was safe.
Yeah.
But now I create my safe space. I am my safe space. And so now I don't have to worry, who's going to keep me safe? Like, I'm safe.
Yeah.
I can be who I want to be.
Yeah.
Crazy hair, crazy clothes and all.
Yeah.
And that's fun. And I'm just coming into that 14 years after the fact
Well,
of
there was
singledom.
a lot of healing and a lot of things to, because life's still happening.
Oh, yeah.
When we're going through this, you still gotta, maybe it's just our generation, but like, if I'm having a hard day, I'm going to work. I'll fight through it. I'll do whatever I can to get through it, which is why this current job has helped me so much, because I can totally be zen and watering and be in my head and not have to, I can be on autopilot.
Right.
So that kind of job is helpful, especially, if you've done it for a while or whatever, that's helpful. But what happens when you're at that job and you got to be on a service call or something like that, and that moment hits you, what do you do?
Yeah. But it's important too, like if you do have job, family, a busy lifestyle where it's like, I could never do this, I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
You could journal for 5 minutes before bed.
Yeah. 10 minutes a day of just spending time with
Anything.
yourself.
Right.
I remember,
in any fashion, because people think meditation, journaling, it's got to look a specific way.
No.
It could be washing the dishes. It could be anything. Yeah.
Some of my best thinking time is while doing housework, because it's busy work and I keep my body busy where my brain can process things.
And it's good to get the kids to leave you alone, because if you interrupt me, I'm going to give you a chore.
Oh,
Those kids are not going to interrupt you.
That's right.
Yep.
So yeah, like being able to, and even when I was really super bad, and not in the good way, but I had, it was an I am grateful morning, what do you call it, affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 20, I want to say it was like 28 minutes long, and some days that was the longest 28 minutes.
Yeah.
because I am grateful. I am where I need to be. I'm safe. It's a really, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for the sun today. I'm so thankful. And it was almost like mundane,
Mm-hmm.
but I listen to it every day, and oh my gosh, what a difference it made. And just, it helped change my mindset. And then one day I realized, I'm like, oh, wow, that was a quick 28 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
And so even that was for me, that was long, 28 minutes, but they have 10-minute affirmations. You make your own affirmation
Right.
through your, I have a book before I go to bed at night, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. Well, and two, I don't do the affirmation thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, well, different subject. I digress. I did they call it sleep hypnosis, but it's how many people sleep with their TV on or the radio on? People have to have noise in the background to sleep. Utilize that time and put on something positive.
Yeah.
And it sinks in while you sleep.
Yeah. And how many times have I fallen asleep during meditation?
Oh yeah,
When I
that's
first
the best
started,
sleep.
yeah, oh yeah. When I first started meditating, I'd get frustrated because I always fell asleep in meditation. Well, what I learned, and maybe it's not correct, but what I learned is while you're sleeping, that's when they have free reign to go in there, because you're not consciously there going, hey, what are you doing? Hey, wait, don't take that, that's my safety,
Mhm.
So yeah, when you're sleeping is when they have time to go in there uninterrupted.
And you're going into that sleep on a good note with your gratitudes or your affirmations or whatever it is you're
Relaxed,
listening to.
feeling safe, and
I'm trying to talk to my daughter because she has to fall asleep to something, and it was this for a long time, but now it's not working, so she's trying to find this. I'm like, put on something helpful,
yeah,
that whatever it is for you.
clearing blockages.
They've got
or
so many different
positive
ones, like
energy.
clearing your chakras or
Yeah.
your pineal gland.
Yeah.
The
Well,
possibilities, they got a lot of
are endless.
options.
And go with what feels right for you.
Yeah.
Because I've turned on some and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
But and there are subliminal ones out there now.
You got to be careful.
So be
Yeah.
careful. Listen with with your intention. I'm going to be safe. I want protection. I still love Michael's. That one is just it like puts me to sleep like a baby.
Right. Well, and some of it is just the frequency music. It's not words that you have to worry about. Oh, what are they going to say after I fall asleep? It's just the music.
Yeah.
Or drums or
Oh yeah.
like anything.
Mine is repetition. When I really can't sleep, I put on this one app, and it's like a repetition, and that's how my brain's like, oh, okay, let's get in the rhythm of things.
You want to try something really cool?
Yeah.
Like if you can sleep with
But
binaural beats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the
Awesome.
EMDR. I found that on EMDR music, and that's what it is. Because it's
Yeah.
like wah 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 wah. Yeah, and it resets something in there so that your brain, your emotions, and your logic kind of intertwine.
Yeah, it helps the two hemispheres work together.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you experience trauma and things of that nature, it's divided. The logical, let's handle, and the emotional.
Yeah.
Because like me, I don't have so many factual memories,
Yeah.
but I have emotional memories.
Yeah.
And so it helps integrate the two. That way I know why I'm feeling this emotion, so they can come together and we can heal that.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking at it from a good
So
place.
shadow work doesn't have to be, I'm going to just get the shovel and dig down into my deep, dark marsh of trauma
Yeah.
and just rip my soul open.
No.
Like, it can be something as simple as listening to music
Yeah.
and washing the dishes and letting your mind go somewhere calm and safe.
Yeah. To ponder what else you got going on.
But it's very important to learn these aspects of yourself. Like, what is your attachment style? What is your love language?
Mm-hmm.
Go and take the ACE child trauma test
Mm-hmm.
and learn that and see what you can get from that.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really is about learning who you are
Yeah.
in all your messy, yucky, dirty, dysfunctional self,
Yeah, exactly.
because there's absolutely no shame in it.
No, not at all.
No
who
shame.
you are is who you are, and there isn't any shame. You're genuinely, like you're a good, genuine person, and you didn't have control over some of the things that transpired through your childhood, especially in your childhood. And so being able to go back and reflect on those things and realize that, because shame is huge from my childhood, because I didn't have guidance, or I didn't have, somebody to tell me, oh, that's wrong. But then, like, I don't know how to explain it. Later in life, you're just like, oh, wow. And that really messed me up. Wow.
Right.
But now looking at from the adult perspective.
Yeah. But also, it's not just for good people. We're not all good people. Some of
Well-
us are just absolute assholes.
True.
But the reason we are assholes
Is because
because
of,
we're functioning out of our dysfunction.
yeah, what is it? Well, the unhealed, the toxicity.
Yeah.
So you're responding out of a toxic response or a traumatic response, rather than that healed
Right.
response. And when you look at the two different sides, well, we just had this, like, my daughter and I had this conversation the other day, and she had a I don't know, conversation between her and someone else, and she's just like, it just kind of feels like empty. It feels like they're like, is that it? And I'm like, that was a healthy conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That was a topic that was handled healthy, not toxic. So when you're expecting flashback, or not flashbacks, but like backlash,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't happen, oh, is that what a healthy relationship, or that a healthy conversation looks like? And so that's the other thing. Like, she's like, oh, okay, that's good. Like, now I know what that looks like.
Yeah. But that's why it's so hard for those of us with these unhealthy attachment styles to be in a healthy relationship, because when we experience healthy, it's boring.
Yeah.
Or
Is that it?
right. Well, if you loved me, you'd fight for me, or,
Right.
things like that.
Right.
We don't recognize healthy as healthy.
No, because we never had it. Probably never saw it.
Right.
And, that's the other thing. Like, when you see a healthy relationship, you're like, they suck.
Right.
But sorry, that's the way I used to think about it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, ooh, that looks cool. How they do that?
Give me some of that.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So, but like,
You heal.
yeah, but even then, like, in the healing part of it, as a single person looking at potential, like, you're like, ooh, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to go there.
Right. That's why they say, like, the hardest part of healing and the spiritual work is the isolation.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can see so much so clearly,
Yeah.
and you are just not, I'm not entertaining that anymore.
No way.
Would that be fun? Oh, yeah.
Probably, but
It's so much fun. But is it worth it?
yeah.
Because now I have to act like I don't see what I see, and I don't feel what I feel.
Right.
And I'm not willing to sacrifice those parts of me anymore.
No.
I've done that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I worked too hard. Like, that's the other thing. When you're doing your shadow work, it's not, we've said that many times, it's not easy.
No.
Worthwhile, definitely worth it, but
Not
so,
easy.
not easy. And you know, like, you get to that point and you're like, you know what? No, it was too freaking hard. Like, walking away was one of the most hard things I ever had to do. But looking back on it, it was so necessary. And I'm not that same person today. Like,
Mhm.
I am more me than I've ever been in my entire adult life. And it's been less than a year that I'm on my own.
Right.
So, and God, a year from now, you guys watch. A year from now,
Man.
shoo, the sky's the limit.
But you know, it's funny because before, when we talk about getting with somebody, especially me, because it's been so long, I'd be like, what do you do with a partner? You stick them in the corner, bring them out and feed them every once in a while? Like, I don't know what to do with a partner. But then we're driving home today and I'm like, oh my God, if I ever found the right one, he would have to be something, because I would be so full on.
Yeah.
Like, my precious. It would be so
Loved it.
bad, right? But
Yeah.
So even my mindset about what do I do with a boyfriend
Yeah.
to I know what to do, but it's got to be the right one.
Well, and that's the thing, because what I have to offer, somebody has to be willing to receive.
But the thing is, and I don't know about you guys out there, but get you a healing sister, because listen, joy and excitement and wonder and passion and like your first trip to an amusement park every day with a healed woman, it's just like never a dull moment.
Yes.
But in a good way.
Yeah.
Not in a toxic way anymore.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah.
And like diamond rings, give me a leaf. Oh my God, it's the most beautiful leaf I ever saw. You know,
Yes.
I'm telling you, get y'all a healing woman
Yeah.
or man.
Or
Say,
man.
yeah, vice
Oh.
versa.
You know, but I don't know. In my travels, I don't know that I've ever met a healed man. But then again,
You've never been at this point in your healing yet.
I've never really met a healed woman, like, other than where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, but we're meeting quite a few.
Healing.
Well, we're
But
all
it's always,
healing.
it's always going to be a process. I don't know that I'll ever be completely healed, but I will have a damn good grip on it.
But also, even though you consider yourself unhealed still,
Mm-hmm.
you're still amazing where you're at.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to have the mindset of I'll be good when things will be better when.
No.
Like,
you have to do today.
right.
Make things better today. Do what you have to do to make today the best day.
Right. Because if today is this good,
Oh.
just imagine.
One of my favorite sayings is, "Dear universe, show me how great it can get." And like, they listen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But part of that is like, set your intention. What is it you want to get out of shadow work? What is your end goal? Not, like we said, it's not about the end goal. It's the process, but it's those little victories that I have almost daily that I'm like, "Ooh, yes,
Absolutely.
I'm doing it," or "this is coming," or yeah, and taking that chance though.
Yeah.
Because, like, that new job that I have, I almost didn't apply for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like,
They're not.
can I do this?
Yeah.
They're not going to want me. And lo and behold, like, within a week, I got an interview. And so, and they are I am exactly what they're looking for. So, yay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't sell yourself short either.
Right. Because you gotta. Here's what I've decided. I am stuck with me for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I may as well invest in myself. And get to know me and become my own best friend.
Yeah.
Cause it's me and me.
Yeah. You got what.
Do I want to fight myself and talk ugly to myself and bully myself and be mean to myself for
And
the
I
rest of my
love
life?
that you're looking
No.
at it, that, like, that's how you look at it, because yeah,
Like,
that's
I'm
a really
fun.
good.
I'm
Oh. I know I can be. I was dancing in the house the other day, and I'm sure the neighbor saw me and thinking, "What that old woman doing bouncing around like that?" But I'm like, you know what? I'm having a great time. So it was a good song. I mean, what, how can you not dance to a good song?
Mm-hmm.
But for the longest time, I didn't dance.
Yep.
I didn't feel it. And I feel like I was, I mean, not even not worthy of it or whatever, but, oh, that's ridiculous. Why would you want to do that?
I look so stupid. I feel so stupid.
Yeah. You look like you got bees flying around in your pants or something from the out, like, what if I did?
Right.
But that's part of the wonderfulness of, I don't care. I was having a good time, and it was a good song, and yeah.
And that's a good way, again, work on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really, really good way to release physical stress and
Mhm.
physical trauma is
Yeah.
through dance.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be hard and,
No.
ooh,
Yeah, no.
it can
Just
be fun.
Bopping back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Joyce Meyer once said something about demons on your back, and if you jump, I think that's why some of those religions say jump to get the demons off of them, like
Crisscross, you make
shake
it
it.
jump,
Yeah,
jump.
or patting yourself on the back, because if you got your hand on your back, they can't get to it. I don't know.
Okay.
Back in the day, little things that, because demons are scary. Not now, but demons were really scary growing up.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody has them. Like, I'm not trying to curse anybody or freak anybody out or whatever, but when you look and you realize the true meaning of a demon, you have them. They're part of you. Like, I can't remember what the breakdown was of the word demon, but it has to do with negative emotions.
Because if you look at the demons, it's like lust, greed, gluttony.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are all personal things
Learned
that we have to,
behaviors.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
so, well, that's a whole nother,
Yeah,
That's
we'll
a
work
whole
on
nother
that one
thing.
like
Yeah.
another time, because that's something, and as you are awakening, you have a tendency to see more
right.
clearly of that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
we'll do that
also,
topic.
you can believe that or not believe that. Everybody
Right.
has their own
It's-
belief system. Some people,
Absolutely.
demons. Some people, demons aren't real. Like,
Well, and
either one is okay.
I think it's just the concept of between, like, religious demons maybe is what the
Mhm.
difference is, and your own personal demons.
Right.
I think
And I think that's why
Yeah.
so many people are scared of the shadow work, because they're gonna have to face their personal demons.
Yeah. And I'll
And
tell
that scares them.
in mirror work too, I've seen the demons. Like, I can see it in my eyes when I am in that, or when I was in that, because I have not had that conversation for a long time, but it was a self-hatred, and I'd be like, come on, or show me, or whatever, and truly did see in my eyes what it was, and I'm like, okay, sorry, at that point. But
Mhm.
now we're good.
Good.
Yeah, they don't scare me anymore.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting your power back.
Yes, I have been working very diligently to get my power back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a good place to call it.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. And thank you for watching, and
Absolutely.
don't forget to do that follow.
That part.
Like and share.
That
We want
part.
other people to see us, and we're just trying to help people. Do the
Yeah.
best we can to get everybody on the same page. There's a giant spiritual awakening happening. I know you've heard of it. I know people have started seriously experiencing it at the shop. There's been a lot of people coming in for different stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
protection and getting things set up. So So yeah, be vigilant, peoples.
Yeah.
Vigilant.
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 Vigilant. Never mind.
Vigilant.
Here we go. There we go. All right.
Okay,
Well,
that's
take care.
it. We're done.
We'll see you guys next time. Take care.